All right, UFC 298 just around the corner and things are heating up. It's spicing up, and both guys in the main event, they are ridiculously confident. They are guaranteeing finishes in round 1 and in round 2. Talking about both guys, so we're going to get into all of that, of course. Henry Cejudo is a piece of shit. That's according to Volkanovski. And Colby Covington is maybe next in line for Ian Machado Garry, if he can get through the real deal, the hands of steel, the one and only Jeff Neal. On spaghetti. Sorry about that. Let's get into it. So, look, listen. Volkanovski, Yair Topuria. It's a great fight, okay? Topuria might be the toughest test that he's faced, okay? Topuria is brimming with confidence, a lifelong martial artist, started with Greco-Roman wrestling, beautiful boxing, beautiful striking, with the support of 2 nations on his back. You might think that brings a lot of pressure. Not to this man. He's got his turtleneck on, he's got his private chef, and he's ready to go, okay? He's ready to knock people out, and he's going to knock out Volkanovski inside 1 round.
I'm going to knock him out in the first round.
The only problem is he never knocked out Josh Emmett in 1 round. And if you don't knock out Josh Emmett in 1 round, I don't really think that looks like you're going to knock out Volkanovski in 1 round. Could be wrong. Both of these men are incredible fighters. Of course, Volkanovski feels that Topuria is underestimating him.
If he's preparing for the easiest fight, I don't think I need to say any more than that. We obviously know that's going to not be good for him at all. But if he's saying these things for promotion reasons, for his mindset, he needs to go in there believing that, or to intimidate me or whatever it is, maybe there's a deeper meaning to it. But yeah, obviously, I don't think it's just myself. I think a lot of people just look at that and be like, well, maybe he's delusional.
And of course, that's what you do. These are the things you say. You hype the fight. You get the fans going crazy. You talk shit in the media, and you're brimming with confidence to the camera. Maybe deep down, maybe not quite so confident, but who knows? Maybe this is the start of the latest era in the featherweight division. Maybe Yair Topuria is the future GOAT. We just don't know, but we're going to find out Saturday night if he even gets in that conversation. But how does the fight go down? As I said, Topuria does have beautiful boxing, okay? Really does. Excellent timing, technically perfect, rolls with the punches, nice footwork, good speed, excellent power. Now, that's just one facet of mixed martial arts, but if I'm being honest, I really believe that is the only one that's going to matter. I don't think grappling is going to come into this too much. Listen, they're both great grapplers. There's no question about that, okay? Volk went 5 rounds with Islam Makhachev, okay? On a full camp, don't start on the last one. The last one, he took it on 2 weeks' notice and paid the ultimate price. When he had a full camp, he went 5 rounds and he wasn't exposed or damaged or hurt. Yeah, the rear naked choke was threatened, but he defended it perfectly. If he can stop the takedowns of one Islam Makhachev,
I do definitely still want that lightweight title.
I would assume he can stop the takedowns of Yair Topuria. On the flip side, Topuria, he was able to take down Bryce Mitchell and submit him as well. So I think Topuria's probably got a good shot of defending the takedowns of Alexander Volkanovski. But that all goes out the window once you're rocked. Once, boom, boom, you hit him straight down the pipe, wobble him on the chin, just like Volkanovski did against Yair Rodirugez. Remember, round 3, that was when the end came. Hurt him on the feet, kind of wobbled him, combination, grabbed the legs, picked him up, slammed him down, ground and pound finish, and that was that. Yair Rodirugez was finished in sensational fashion. By the way, Yair Rodirugez has been talking about Yair Topuria. He says Topuria is out of his mind.
His career will be over after this fight against Volkanovski.
Wow.
He's been talking so much shit, saying so many things, and people is going to be laughing at him.
He says Topuria is on the verge of his fight career being over because he's going to get finished of Volkanovski, and then Yair Rodirugez is going to get his hands on him in Spain, in Mexico. Doesn't matter where he wants to get his hands on him, he's going to bury him, and that's it. That's the last we'll ever hear of Yair Topuria. Not my words, okay? That's the words of Yair Rodirugez. He's very venomous. He's very angry. He wants to get back in that octagon and get back to it. So, anyway, as I say, if you wobble someone on the feet and take him down, that's all well and good. But essentially, I think this one's going to turn into a striking matchup. And I think that favors both of them just fine. They're amazing strikers, okay? Now, I can't give a prediction because I'm commentating this weekend, and that would just be insulting. But I can say this. No man alive would predict Volkanovski to get finished in round 1, okay? Just because Islam did that, that was a head kick. He was on short notice. He was stepping up a weight class and taking on the pound-for-pound number 1, okay? No offense to Topuria. He ain't going to do that, but he might win the fight. Volkanovski says he's going to finish him in round 2.
Prediction is I teach him a good lesson.
Round 2?
Round 2, I think. I think I crumbled him in the first.
That would be something as well. So it's going to be fantastic. But by the way, staying on Volkanovski, he says that Henry Cejudo is a piece of shit if he fired his coach on camera.
If this is legit, you are a piece of shit.
shit. Let me tell you that right now. It's crazy to me. That's why I don't believe it. I mean, I don't think he's that much of a shitbag to do that. I don't think he is.
You probably saw the Countdown show where he sat down his longtime coach, his brother, and the #1 cheerleader of the King of Cringe. He sat down there, Eric Albarracin. I think that's how you say it, the guy with the glasses. Lovely guy. Sat down with him many times. He's a great guy, fantastic coach, and he is Henry's #1 guy. Sat him down and said, listen, I'm changing everything up. I'm changing it all up, right? This is all business. You're done. You're done, dude. I'm firing you, okay? I'm bringing in my brother.
Okay, I didn't want to talk to you, and you're with me for my last Olympic trials. You've been there for me, but as of right now, I just want to let you know, man, that for this camp, dude, I'm getting rid of specific coaches, man. Unless you included, dude.
If it's all business, you don't bring in the brother. I knew straight away that was a load of shit. Volkanovski saw it, said he's a prick, he's a piece of shit if you really did fire him. But of course, we saw it on the embedded. It was bullshit. It was Henry being the king of cringe.
Just so you guys know, this is the greatest combat coach of all time. This is an unbreakable bond. Let's go. UFC 298, we're taking over. I'm gonna be sitting, drinking Team Secret Juice front row, watching Cejudo take out Merab Dvalishvili and stamp another title shot, become C4. There you go. Got him. Got him.
The king of cringe is back, but he's got his hands full against Merab Dvalishvili. Now, as I said, Ian Garry taking on Jeff Neal, hands of steel, the goddamn real deal. A man that's got knockout power. Ian Garry better keep that chin tucked and the hands up and stay out of range. Use the range, use the reach, use the distance, use the speed. That's his biggest advantage against Jeff Neal. But he's been talking, and a lot of people like to talk shit about Ian Machado. Garry, listen, this kid's the real deal. 13-0, looking to take out Jeff Neal. Don't sleep on this guy. Don't let your... I don't know what it is. I won't say hate, your opinion on the guy based upon all the shit talk that happened, this shitstorm online about his wife and all the rest of it. Don't let that blur you on this kid. He's the real deal. He's striking. He's fantastic. But against Jeff Neal, he's got to stay on the outside. He's got to use the reach, use the range, use the speed, and avoid that knockout power that Jeff Neal does possess. But he's always brimming with confidence. He says he's going to destroy him, okay? He's going to wipe the floor with him, and then he wants none other than Colby Chaos Covington next.
After Jeff Neal, who do you want next?
Colby. I want to call out Colby Covington. I want to end his career. I want to retire him. I want to rid the UFC of his nonsense. He's a joker, he's a clown, and he's just not that good. He never has been and he never will be. The biggest thing he's done is lost 3 world title fights.
And that makes all the sense in the world, because if he wins, right, he needs another big matchup. Colby Covington just fought for the belt. Colby, by the way, says he hasn't given up on the belt. And he says that he only lost to Leon Edwards because he was a Trump supporter.
But, I mean, it looks like you won on paper. Do you think now that you're a Trump supporter, outwardly, this cost you fights?
I do believe that. You know, I think they stacked the deck against us because they don't want we, the people, to have control of this country again.
What the is going on there? He's out of his mind. Anyway, he wants to get his hands on Colby because you probably saw it at the UFC 297 press conference. Colby Covington sat there dressed as Abraham Lincoln, dressed as an absolute tit, if you ask me. And I'm not saying Lincoln's a tit. I'm saying whatever he was wearing, Colby looked a little bit silly there, didn't he? And he was not pulling any punches, talking about Leon's father. That was terrible. And then he also started as well going, who here has effed Ian Garry's wife? So, of course, Ian Garry wants to fight him. And for both of them, this is actually a great fight. It's a good piece of matchmaking from Ian Garry and Machado. Colby's a former interim champion. Colby's a guy that fought for the belt several times. He's a big name. And stylistically, he's a piece of the puzzle that is yet to crack. Gary's got to prove that he can beat a very wrestler-dominant kind of style in Colby Covington. And he's also got to get that big name, right? No offense to Jeff Neal, good name. Colby Covington, big name, right? That will put him in line for a title shot. And for Colby Covington, you go out there, you take on this undefeated young kid from Ireland that's shit talking. These two would talk the shit out of everything. And Ian Garry just wants to thump him in the face in Miami or Ireland or anywhere in the street. You say that about my wife, I'm coming for you. Simple as that. So you can't blame Ian Garry on this one. So Volkanovski might finish him in round 2. We don't know. It's possible. Topuria could knock him out in round 1, right? Cejudo isn't a piece of shit because he was just taking the piss. Ian Garry has got a good point. He should go for Colby Covington, 100%. But what do you think about that one? Jeff Neal, Ian Garry, right? That's a tough one. I'll tell you what happened, right? Jeff Neal's last opponent was Shavkat Rakhmonov. Shavkat Rakhmonov beat him in the 3rd round. Shavkat Rakhmonov had the toughest fight of his career. Shavkat got wobbled a good few times because what he was doing, he was coming forward, he was getting on the inside and allowing Jeff to use the boxing. Ian Garry, keep it on the outside, use the jab, use the front kicks, use the head kicks and dance around the octagon. He could have an easy night because he's so fast. But still, there it is. I can't make a prediction, so I'm talking out of my goddamn ass. Who do you think wins these fights? Let me know in the comment section. Keep it respectful, please, for crying out loud. Today, by the time you see this, I'll be at the Fighter Hotel. Okay, I'll be interviewing a lot of the fighters, so come back to the channel for them. And let me know in the comment section, what do you want me to ask these fighters? What do you want me to ask Ian Garry? What do you want me to ask Yair Topuria? Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, ring the bell. See you soon. I've had a bit too much coffee. I'm talking very, very fast, but I gotta go. Things to do, people to see. Thank you for watching.